One of the biggest assets to any business owner, or I guess just people in general, is relationships. Your spouse, your employees, your business coach, marketing company, business partners, right? All these things can make or break and cause so much good and so much damage at the same time. So we talked about how in a single year, you were at a certain point of revenue, and by the end of the year, you had added 300K to that point of revenue. During that year, what was some of the best ways you found how to grow that much? What were some of the biggest influencers to that growth?
It's a hard one to put the thing, but I would say is I'm very introverted, quiet, solid kind of type of guy. And I had to break that. I would 24/7 stay in fresh, clean uniform, hand out business cards. I started making a point with my first employee and I, no matter what, bro, when we're in this truck, when we're in our uniforms and we're in our van, our truck with the vinyl wrap, let's always try to be smiling. And we got to the point where we were getting calls from clients like, I just saw these two guys, they were smiling, they look like they're having a blast. I want to schedule my home. And then I kind of switched it with my girls because I had already had the girls in training. I was like, guys, bubbly, happy, answered that phone with a smile. I was like, if you guys do it here, we will do it in the fields. We'll glad hand the customer, wow them. And what really kicked it off for me from 200 to 500 was the referrals just went through the roof. It was not asked. It was just Mrs. Jones is my aunt and she told me you guys did a wonderful job at her house. I'm not going to look online. I want you guys at my house. It was leaving that impression from the phone calls because I had it to the point where my phone calls were recorded and so many clients over and over and over. I'm so glad you picked up your phone. I live at 123 Main Street. I called 5 other guys. Nobody's picking up their phone. You guys are picking up your phone. And that bubbly, energetic, we're happy that you're calling us. We're not annoyed. We're not having a bad day and we're taking it out on the phone. Treat this customer like they're our only customer. It happened so fast. It wasn't the uniforms. It wasn't the vinyl wrap trucks. It wasn't hanging out signs. It was you get 10 customers and you treat them like gold. Those 10 are going to tell another 10. And then it's like a wildfire. It just keeps catching. I have some customers where I'm like, buddy, I'm not going to be able to make it to you for 3 weeks. Not a problem, Max. Put me on the schedule. I'm like, but you just told me you're having a party tonight. He was like, no, don't worry about it. Put me on for 3 weeks. Then all of a sudden in 3 weeks, I'm like, should have told them a month. You know what I mean? It's just treat them number one and they just will keep coming back.
That's awesome that you built your business on such a good service and that good service turns into referrals. And it also like does wonders for your brand as well. From an SEO side of thing, I know SEO can be tricky with the whole keywords and this or that, but the number one easiest keyword for any business to rank for is their own business name. And if you have built a brand that people love and people know your name, when that person or that neighborhood or whoever types in your business name into Google, that's the keyword that you can nail the easiest. Get your phone number, give you a call, get your reviews. And I also love what you said with the answer the phone. You've mentioned a couple times that you answer the phone and people mention, thank you so much for picking up. That's strange. Why do people say that? When I call my mom, I don't say, oh my gosh, mom, thank you for picking up. I just expect her to pick up. So why is that unique?
I would probably say, from what I can say I've seen, is I've seen the guys who start from the bottom, they move up the ladder, and then they start to feel a certain way where they're getting a lot of commercial accounts, and then that residential at a $300 house wash or $389 or what it may be, they become, I'm gonna worry about commercial where I'm catching 20 plus $1,000 when I'm done. And then what happens is you get a disconnect. And like I've tried calling my guy who did my house 2 years ago. Back then he was with a handheld power washer. And now I see his trucks and he's at a condo, but I'm trying to call him. I need my house done again. That disconnect, I don't care. We get tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands in commercial. But those customers who called me the first 6 months I was in business, there's no way I'm missing their call. There's no way I'm not going to their house.